Later on in the afternoon, Savannah started to create a little bit of mischief with her younger sister, Hayley.
Even after I tell Savannah to stop it 3 or 4 times.
Don't hit me. Mommy, Savannah's hitting me in my face.
Savannah, leave her alone. Savannah keeps on continuing to tease Hayley.
Ugly face. Ow! Mommy!
Daddy's coming. Daddy's coming.
I mean, is this really happening? Mum doesn't want to step up and take responsibility in disciplining these kids. She wants to pass the buck on to Dad.
No.
Well, he's not effective either.
Come on.
Discipline in this house is completely lacking, so I know I'm going to have to address this with them. Later on in the afternoon, I got a chance to really sit down with Mum and Dad and talk about Samantha being a teenage parent.
I did everything to prevent that from Samantha. I had her involved in cheerleading, I had her involved in sports.
So you got her involved in doing lots of sports so that she wouldn't have sex and fall pregnant?
Yes. I don't want Savannah and Hayley and Hayden to think, oh, well, when I get in high school, I become a senior and I get pregnant. We feel like we failed with Samantha. Is it something me and Glenn are doing?
We thought that Samantha, if she had questions, that she would come and ask. So now we'd say, where did we go wrong? So do we just continue living the way we do, and when that happens again, we just accept it?
What they can do as parents is talk about accountability and responsibility in sexual behaviour as children are teenagers and become young adults. None of that had been done. Tomorrow morning, we are going to have a meeting because I certainly do need to speak to those with children, which means, Samantha, you're in, okay?
I know that the time is coming when she's gonna come out, just laying the hammer down, just like going to the death chamber.
All right, good night, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I was sitting there thinking to myself, what is she going to come and tell us tomorrow? What is she going to tell me? I was scared to hear that. I was fearful.
Now it's the ass whipping time now.
I'm really looking forward to sitting down and having a family meeting with these 3 parents, Mum and Dad and Sam. I tell you, it can't come soon enough.
Hi.
Hello?
Hello. So, what I want to talk to you about are the issues that I've seen. When I walked into this home, I was hit straight in the face by so much animosity and hostility and anger. Nobody talks. When you get angry, nobody sits down and talks. There's been a lot of yelling and shouting where it's become aggressive. And you're breeding that aggression throughout the whole of the family, down to Hayden and Chrissy hitting each other because they've grown up with it, they've seen it.
It's just a cycle that it's normal.
Which is absolutely crazy. Discipline's a big issue here because nobody is stepping up of authority here. Nobody's taking charge. Nobody's laying down any foundation.
My kids know how to manipulate us.
Oh, please, Glenn.
That's what they do.
You allow it. You allow it.
We allow it, you're right.
So what do you both do to sit down and say, look, this is what we need to realise ourselves. These are our ground rules. We can't put our hands up and then go, oh, well, you know what, they bent our arm and, you know, they know how to do this. No, because you allowed it. So really what I'm hearing is our kids know how to get their own way because we wasn't responsible or accountable. You're copping out of your responsibilities. None of you want to do the hard work.
I want to do that.
How badly? Because I don't see you doing it.
I don't know how.
Then you'll be taught how. Let's talk about Samantha and Brooke. Not connecting as one should as close sisters.
Brooke will say, I can't go to Sam because Sam will go and tell you. Like, she's not their sister. She's one of the parents.
I wish I was a lot closer to Brooke. And she tells me numerous times, you know, I can't even run to you, I can't even tell you anything. So I feel more like I'm pushed away because of that.
The reality is, how much trust is there in this family? I'll answer that question. There's none. None of you trust each other.
That's the truth.
I want to talk about teaching responsibility. You're talking in front of Samantha like she's a failure. She got pregnant, but there was no grounding teaching her as a young woman about responsible decisions and planning.
I thought to myself, if I talk to her about sex, then she thinks it's okay to have it.
So no conversation about it, and just telling her to abstain from any kind of sex led her to being pregnant. I'm not sitting here saying that it's acceptable for young teenagers to be having sexual activity, but you've got to be talking. Now let's stop talking and let's start working.
I'm willing to bend in any direction I have to.
Good, because trust me, I'm going to bend you. Trust me, and I can bend you as well. Oh, I'm going to bend. Yeah. So, I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.
Coming up on SuperNanny. Joe gives Dad a wake-up call
I had a discussion with her yesterday.
The discussion ain't working, mate.
and puts Savannah in her place.
Every time you behave that way, you are going to be disciplined. Do you understand me?
When SuperNanny returns.